This interview is brought to you by people just like you. This first launch on Patreon and to YouTube members, so a big thanks to them for backing. If you would like to do so, you can go to patreon.com/safestateplus or become a member here on YouTube.
Felix,
Yes.
Morbid Metal is freaking awesome. It's really, really fun. I had a great time with it. So to me, it's a mix between Vampire Survivors and maybe Devil May Cry or something. What were your inspirations for the game?
It went through a lot of different cycles over the years. I mean, I started the project kind of like 8 years ago. And back then, the inspiration was mostly something like Dota 2, because that was what I was playing at the time.
Yeah.
And then over time, I was just kind of dabbling around through the years, on and off, until a certain point. It just became more and more fast-paced and visceral. And the inspiration kind of shifted more towards something like Devil May Cry, Nier Automata, Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance, also a really big one. And then we kind of mixed that with Hades and Returnal also.
Oh, Returnal, good
Yeah.
call out.
Love the game.
Yeah,
It's a great game.
Really, really fun. So I feel like this game came out of nowhere. Like, I don't remember seeing any press about it, but then, we saw it during opening night live. How long has it actually been in development? What's the development cycle like? What was it like? Sorry.
It was, I wouldn't say chaotic, but it's definitely been a really long cycle. So I started 8 years ago when I was still in university. It was supposed to be kind of like a small project for me to kick off my career and like have something in my portfolio to when I'm done with university. I kind of developed around, and after university kept doing it because I wanted the game to be, something I can be proud of and actually put out. And then after a while, I kind of started over from scratch because I kind of I learned so much during the process that I was like, okay, this code base doesn't make any sense anymore. I need to start over. And at some point, like end of 2020, I was really like at a point where it actually was really fun and I could really see the potential and a real product come out of this. And I took it seriously, went full time as a solo developer, and started working on a small combat demo for publishers to play, because eventually, if I want this to make a real product, I need to survive as well. I pay my rent, need to eat food. So I needed some financing. And with that, put that out, worked on that for about a year. And then, talked to publishers, negotiated that at some point, found Ubisoft. And now we're a small team of about 15 people.
15.
15, yeah. We kind of grew over the past 2.5-3 years, slowly but surely. Because like going from 1 person to 15 in like an instant is not a good idea. I think that would have just devolved into chaos. So we slowly but surely grew the team, and now we have a really awesome, really passionate team that I'm so glad. I'm like, solo dev was cool and all, but I'm so glad I have the team together with me.
Have you been surprised at some of these games with smaller development teams, like Expedition 33 is in the running for Game of the Year? You're a small team of 15 people. Do you think we're going to see more of that?
Yes, I think so. I'm not really surprised. I feel like nowadays with the technology and also honestly stuff like the asset sort, like there's so many assets out there. Sure, some games are asset flips, but if you sometimes have the need, or if you're a really small team, it's a really good resource to utilize and make something really great with lesser resources. So nowadays, I'm not surprised that there are games that are being made by small teams that are just really awesome, to be honest.
What's it been like for you to see the reaction to Morbid Metal here at Gamescom?
It's actually kind of blowing me away a little bit. I mean, we've been in our team, we've been internally working on this. I've been working on it for 8 years, and we were like, we're having a blast. We really like the game, but it's still very different to just liking it yourself and be in your own kind of like box and echo chamber. But actually having other people play it and they enjoy it and they're like really passionate about it and they're like, oh, I can't wait for the release. It's just, I mean, that's why we're making this, right? We want people to have fun. That's the core of what we want with the game. And people actually having fun is just, it makes me really happy, to be honest.
How close is it to launching, like, so that everybody can play it?
So it's very close. We are launching into early access this fall. and then have our early access period where we want to really keep developing the game together with the community. Fun is the most important part about the game. We want players to just have a really good time, and for that we need player feedback, right? We want players to tell us what they think about the game, what is the fun parts, what is not so great about it, and then keep developing it so we actually, make the game the players really want to play.
I know you're really in it with Morbid Metal right now in terms of development and working on the game. You're laser focused on it. If you had all the budget that you could ever imagine, what would you make? What would be the game you would want to create?
Ooh. I feel like it's a difficult question to answer, I would say, because on the one hand, it's really awesome to make really huge things. Well, at least I imagine.
Yeah.
I haven't done it yet.
Yeah.
I mean, Morbid Metal is not a tiny game, but it's still. I think it's actually a really good spot for me personally because we have enough budget and a team large enough to make cool things, but without the pressure of like we have to sell 10 million copies because this costs 300 million.
Yeah.
This adds definitely to how free you can be with the game. Like we have a lot of creative freedom. Ubisoft doesn't restrict us at all. We can do what we want to do and really bring the passion and the art into this without having to worry too much about formulas and like we need 10 million players to play the game and we need to be insanely mainstream for everything. We can really create what we want to create, and I think that's why we're also in a really good spot. And I think budget-wise, I wouldn't change that much.
This is the game that you wanted to make.
Yeah,
That's heartening to hear, honestly. Yeah. Are you doing anything in terms of microtransactions? Are you talking about that?
no plans
So
for that.
you're just not, can you confirm you're not going to do it?
At least there's no plans currently for that.
Yeah. I mean, that's great. That's really, really awesome. Do you think if this game comes out and it's like it's massive success, do you think we could ever see a sequel? Like, do you have something in your mind where you could take the story further?
I could definitely see where this could go in a Morbid Metal 2 potentially. It really depends, of course, if players want that and if it's really successful. But we already started thinking about a few things. Oh yeah, we could go into this direction and this would be cool as well, which is obviously not a good idea to do this with Morbid Metal currently because just changing things and adding too much, we're just gonna devolve into chaos and we don't want that. We have something that we believe works and is a lot of fun, and we can develop it over time, but also for like more severe breaks and increase progression of the narrative and the game itself. I can definitely see a sequel.
How did you land on the name Morbid Metal?
That's an interesting one. So it is partly, it's a mix of different things. So on the one hand, it deals with a lot of while the gameplay is the focus and fun and action is the focus, it still deals with a few existential topics that are about, that are not very, happy. They're a little dystopian. And it is somewhat dreadful, and it deals with the cycle of abuse that the player is going through. You slaughter, and death is everywhere. And you're an AI. You're playing robots, and that's kind of the connection. And it also devolved from a small prototype that I did for my bachelor thesis when I was still in university.
What was it called? Can we still find
There
it?
was it wasn't released. It was just for the bachelor thesis, but I named that like Morbid Metal because it was just like a small top-down twin stick shooter that I tested some game feel.
Can you give me footage of that so I can show people what it looked like?
I have footage somewhere. I
Yeah.
think so. Yeah. I mean, it doesn't look great or anything. It's just like
No, but it's cool to see like what you've ended up creating out of that.
Yeah. Sure.
Okay, cool. So the name though, like Morbid Metal, is just about robots dying and being put through the punishment.
Yes, it's really the connection of the world that the game takes place in, and really, it kind of is also related to mankind's future in a way. As the protagonist you're playing is like an AI in a long-lasting line of AIs that was created to eventually be the successor and the next evolutionary step in mankind. And it's I feel like it's a very morbid take on mankind's future. So that's kind of where it comes from.
Well, I really had a great time with Morbid Metal. I'm not kidding. You should definitely check it out. It feels like Ninja Gaiden or any of the great combat games, Devil May Cry, and it's got a little bit of that. What's it called? What's the modern design thing? Like Vampire Survivors was the first popular one where you get the cards and you can power up.
The roguelike.
Yeah, roguelike.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I really, really like that. That's my pitch for it. How would you sell it to the viewers in like one sense? Because I get Morbid Metal. It's very fun. Yeah.
So Morbid Metal is a third-person hack and slash roguelike where you can shapeshift between different characters, each with their own unique moveset. And you can combine these skills and abilities to slaughter your enemies with like really cool combos. It's really stylish, and you just slash away and have a really awesome, action-packed, fun time, really.
I hope people like it as much as I did. Thank you so much for the interview.
Thank you.
I really appreciate it.
Thanks, me too.
Great. All right. Wonderful. It was really nice to meet you. It's always really heartening when to hear somebody who, because I went to school for game design a long time ago. So a lot of the kids in my class, they had these visions for stuff. And anytime I see a small creator who got the opportunity to make what you're making, it's really, I said, use the word before, heartening. You know, it's just awesome to see. It's really special.
Thank you. Yeah, I mean, it was always a dream of mine. Like when I started the project, I wanted to. The idea was, okay, I make this small project. Maybe it's like a little commercially viable. I can maybe create a studio afterwards or something. I don't know, or at least have a portfolio piece.
Yeah.
But it just happened naturally somehow, which was always my dream. And now we're working with a really awesome team on the project we want to make.
Yeah. Well, congratulations. She's got to kick us out.
Thank you so very much for watching and supporting. I do greatly appreciate it. Hit that subscribe button, hit that bell if you're watching on YouTube. Thank you so very much. And if you are on Patreon already, a big thank you, especially to the top backers, Christopher Eddy, Phil Aroni, and Aries EMS, as well as Shane Carroll over on YouTube. I need to update this list, but if you want to back and allow me to keep creating content like this, you can do so at patreon.com/SaveStatePlus or by becoming a member right here on YouTube. I'm going to get out of here, but I will see you for the next one. Bye for now, everybody.